Welcome to the online training, OUSD United as a Sanctuary District. In this brief training, you will learn what the OUSD Sanctuary Resolution is, why it is important, and what your responsibilities are to protect our students under the board resolution. The Oakland Unified School District stands behind our community and is committed to ensuring schools are safe and inclusive environments for all students and families. This stance is grounded in two of our district values, students first and equity. We believe that all students, regardless of race, religion, country of origin, or immigration status, have the right to attend school free of fear, bullying, and discrimination. We believe that Oakland is a wonderful place, not in spite of, but because of our diversity. And we believe that our students' physical and emotional well-being is not just important, but foundational to their academic success. Unfortunately, the policies of the current administration and the resulting political climate is creating fear and anxiety in our community. In response, the OUSD Board of Education, in collaboration with staff and community partners, drafted and adopted a resolution reaffirming our status as a sanctuary district. As stated in the resolution, all students have a right to attend school and to benefit from all school services, regardless of immigration status. OUSD staff are directed to do everything possible to ensure our community is protected from any actions that would violate their civil rights or threaten their safety.
The resolution delineates a number of actions staff are directed to take. Under the Sanctuary Resolution, OUSD staff shall not require proof of legal immigration status, such as a Social Security number, during enrollment. In fact, at no point in time should staff ever ask a student or family about their immigration status. If families or students have questions about their immigration status, staff should never contact Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE. Instead, staff should refer families to one of the many community-based and legal organizations in our community. To this end, OUSD staff are directed to increase partnerships to support students and families to know and protect their rights. The Sanctuary Task Force has begun this work, and resources can be found on our Sanctuary District webpage. Additionally, if ICE requests information or entry to a site, staff should direct them to the superintendent and legal offices. If staff learns of ICE activity in the community, staff should contact the Rapid Response Network, which is a partnership of Alameda County and community-based organizations that provide support for anyone detained by ICE, including free legal representation. Staff shall review any impact of other changes in law, such as DACA, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. Central Office has looked into this, and so far there is no indication that the Trump administration will make changes to DACA laws in the near future. Finally, staff shall ensure families and community organizations are informed, consulted, and involved. Again, resources to support families and community can be found on our OUSD Sanctuary District webpage.
To respond to the threat faced by many of our families, we have developed a protocol that all OUSD staff must follow in the event of ICE activity. If an ICE agent comes to your campus or your school is notified of ICE activity, there are certain steps OUSD staff must take in response. Everyone has a role to play when receiving or hearing this information. If you are a teacher, staff person, parent, or student, you should contact your principal immediately. The principal is the site's chief spokesperson on issues in their community related to ICE, and they should be aware of the protocol, have it handy, and follow the instructions. If the principal is off-site, he or she should designate a secondary responder. While ICE continues to message that they will not come onto school sites, and while this hasn't happened in our district yet, we need to be prepared if that changes. The first scenarios in the ICE protocol provide instructions in the event that ICE comes onto campus with a warrant or a subpoena and requests access or information. If this happens, you should refer to your ICE protocol one-pager and follow the directions. Those directions state that you should first call the chief of school police. You should also call the legal department to inform them of the request and send a copy of the warrant or the subpoena for review. You should stay calm and refrain from sharing any information with the ICE agent until directed to do so by legal or school police. The third scenario referred to in the ICE protocol is when ICE comes onto campus without a warrant or a subpoena and is asking for access to campus or a student or for information. If this occurs, the principal or her designee should call the chief of school police to help facilitate the interaction. You should also notify legal. Per board policy, the inquiry for information should be directed to the office of the superintendent, and the legal department can help process a request. Should this occur, remember, do not share any information with the ICE agent. The fourth and fifth scenarios are more common occurrences in our OUSD community. If a student or parent reports that a family member has been detained by ICE, we must respond quickly. You should collect as many details as possible, such as where the person was detained from, what time, where they said they were being taken, and any other details you can gather. Please distinguish what facts are accurate and which are estimates when possible. As soon as you have this information, you need to call the Rapid Response Hotline. This number is located on the ICE Protocol one-pager, the Sanctuary District website, and can be found quickly with a Google search in a pinch. The principal or her designee should notify the network superintendent, who can reach out to the District Sanctuary Task Force network for additional support. It is also critical that all emergency cards are up to date at your site. The site should ensure the student's physical safety and that the child has a safe place to go after school. Finally, it's important to understand the need of the child and provide emotional and counseling support.
Community members and parents have also reported ICE activity in Oakland and around school neighborhoods. This important information should be reported as soon as possible. Gather as many facts about where, when, and what the community member saw or was informed of. Fact check to the extent that this is possible and report the information to the Rapid Response Hotline. The principal or her designee should also inform the network superintendent, who will update the district Sanctuary Task Force network for additional support. It is also important to recognize the stress that can be felt when dealing with matters related to ICE. So remember, stay on message. In high-stress situations, people are more likely to ramble or say something without thinking. Be polite and remain calm. By maintaining a positive demeanor, you can help de-escalate a contentious situation. Be prepared to repeat yourself. If you are being pressed with questions, the best plan is to respectfully repeat yourself and stick to the script. It is critical to stay informed to best serve our students and community. Please take a minute to visit our OUSD website, where you can find additional resources, updates on activities, events and programs, and other useful information. We also have a Facebook page that houses information on upcoming events, clinics, and resources. Thank you in joining our efforts to be united as a sanctuary district.